Look at this forest, before the snow melts while it's still impenetrable. You have little time. Take a close look at it, as if you study the features of somebody's face because there won't be a next time for this. Just a few more seconds, one breath in, one breath out, before they come. We forgot to warn you that you will be a witness to events that will finish in a barbarian way, with a slaughter. People also call it clear-cutting. That is why we ask you to stay calm and to remember the details. In 1999, the Ministry of Regional Development and Public Works adopted a project prepared by the municipality of Bansko with the cooperation of the private company Julentia Holding for a threefold broadening of the ski zone situated within the territory of Pirin National Park. The plans included the construction of 2 new ski runs, the widening of 2 older ones, 3 tow ropes and a chairlift. Clear cuttings amount to 50 hectares of centuries-old forest of spruce, Macedonian pine and maple would have to be undertaken. This would add to the already high risk of erosion in the Bundarica River Valley, the largest valley in the Pirin Range. Most importantly, this business initiative falls within the territory of Pirin National Park, one of the 9 sites included in the UNESCO list of natural and cultural World Heritage Sites. The approval of the Ministry of Environment and Waters was necessary for the implementation of this project. According to the law, if such illegal initiatives are undertaken, their executors should immediately be tried in court. This is according to Article 278 from the new Codex. The logging of protected species and damage to protected areas is a crime which is penalized with deprivation of freedom. In this case, it is obvious that the Ministry of Environment and Water should immediately stop the project in order to prevent itself from becoming an accomplice to a crime against nature. In the year 2000, under an environmental impact assessment decision, the Ministry of Environment and Water surprisingly approved the town of Bansko ski zone project.
I would like to share that the certain compromise that has been made regarding the logging of these valuable examples of tree species will be compensated by the favorable circumstances which will exist in the area following the construction of the 2 new ski runs. The existing establishments will disappear. New restaurants, equipment rental stalls, and rest areas will be constructed, and equipped with toilets and electricity, of course, which will help prevent the pollution of the environment from the waste of tourists who will be there.
With similar motives, the Ministry of the Environment and Waters disregards the Convention for the Preservation of World Natural and Cultural Heritage, the Convention of the Preservation of Wild European Flora, Fauna and Natural Habitats, known as the Berne Convention, the Law for Protected Areas, the Law for Forests, and Act No. 4 for Environmental Impact Assessment.
We did what we could within the frameworks of the law. We protested. We protested in front of the ministry. We submitted complaints. We tried to start a media campaign for raising public awareness. But all of this was unsuccessful. Obviously, those who were against us were so strong and able to influence the media and the court that the whole issue was hidden from sight and the violations of the law forgotten. The court, for example, in its decisions, avoided mentioning these violations. This is like the devil interpreting the Bible for the angels. The Directorate General Environment for the European Union will need to seriously revise the environment chapter for Bulgaria, which was promised to be closed in the coming months. This is the ambition of the Bulgarian government. I think that this ambition cannot be implemented given the serious violations, such as the Pirin case, the Krasnogorj issue, and numerous other violations of the Bulgarian environmental legislation. Not one of the obligations which the investor of this project accepted were fulfilled. Therefore, they should be tried in court as criminals.
We want to submit to you this letter, which has the signatures of representatives from more than 10 countries in support of the Bulgarian environmental NGOs against the ski run construction project in Pirin. The wish of the people gathered here is for the new Minister of the Environment and Waters to protect the rights of the environment. The Minister already stated that all decisions would be taken following an inclusive public hearing, and all opinions will be considered when making decisions. Be sure that the most fair and wise decisions will be made. After a few months, the team of Minister Arsenova literally copied the statement of the ex-Minister of Environment and Waters for the construction of a ski zone above the town of Bansko. Moreover, the new government added to the document the concession of the well-known investor Julen shareholding. The investor will use a territory with an area of 99.5 hectares within Pirin National Park. The signature on the concession document is that of Prime Minister Simeon Saks-Kurogotsky. In 2002, two environmental NGOs, For the Earth and Green Balkans, found drastic violations of the environmental impact assessment decision regarding the territory of the Bundarica Meadow, Todorka Peak ski run and chairlift. We measured the width of the chairlift at 3 by 5 meters, which means that the width of this clearing is 15 meters and it should be 7.5 meters. The width of the clearing of the cabin lift Bansko Bundarica Meadow project, along a length of 5,000 meters, averages 18 meters when the allowed parameters of the environmental impact assessment decision were limited to 9 meters. The illegally harvested timber numbers 3,600 cubic meters. Grave violations, such as the illegal cutting of the internationally protected species of Macedonian pine, required a Ministry of Environmental Waters to bring to trial the concessionary Julen shareholding and terminate the project.
What you see at the moment is the ski run Bundarica Meadow, Todorka Peak. According to the Ministry of Environment and Water's decision, this ski run should be no more than 30 meters wide. The clearings for the lift above us should be 9 meters wide. Instead of this, you see a gigantic clearing, more than 140 meters long, at least 4 times larger than the concession allowed. According to the decision of the Ministry of Environment and Waters, no large excavation works are allowed on this site. Despite this, they have made piles 3 to 4 meters high and excavations deeper than 1.5 meters. According to the Ministry of Environment and Water's decision, there is no permission for the creation of an artificial lake. These violations clearly show the attitude of the investors toward the law.